Video today, I'm going to talk to you about from layoff to liftoff, how to bounce back after a layoff. I remember it was the best job I had ever had. I literally loved it. Um, it wasn't the most money I'd ever made, but I got to work with my wife and my kids because my wife and I were house parents at Bethany Children's Home in Womelsdorf, Pennsylvania. And yes, that is the name of the town, Womelsdorf, Pennsylvania. And we worked there, and I'm not a politically correct person. I don't ever go along to get along. I don't ever sign the banana to be one of the bunch. I am not like if you ask me a question, you better want my answer. Because I'm not going to give you the answer that you're looking for unless you're looking for my answer. And so, I wasn't the most favorite I wasn't the most favorite employee there because I believed things that I believed and I was me. And that is all I know how to do. Well, anyway, I think what happened was they just kind of got tired of me. And so they attempted to figure out a way to make me want to quit. But I loved working with the kids and I loved being there with my family. Now, and I'm telling you a story for a reason because this is the last job I ever had in my life. And it ended in 1994, in September of 1994. And I got fired. I didn't get laid off. It wasn't quite that dignified. And but it was one of the best things that ever happened to me in my life. And I'm setting this up this way because I'm telling you, for those of you who've been laid off, or maybe people at your job have been laid off, or maybe you're in line for a layoff and you're worried about what you're going to do. I'm going to show y'all some practical things you can do to turn that layoff into a liftoff. But I'm telling you my story because that's exactly what happened to me. I would not be here today teaching what I'm teaching. I wouldn't have a YouTube channel. I wouldn't be a multimillionaire. I wouldn't be doing all this stuff that I'm doing and being in such great demand that people call me and say, "Hey, can I pay you $40,000? I want 1 hour of coaching on X, Y, and Z." That all happened as a byproduct of me being fired or laid off. I wasn't laid off. I was fired from my last job. And so we're house parents, and so they started just doing all this weird stuff. But I'm not going to quit. But then they like I was gone. We would work 7 days and then be off 4, and then we'd work 7 days and be off 3, and then work 7 days and be off 4. And then when we were working, we would work from the time we wake up in the morning. We'd have 4 hours off in the middle of the day, and then we'd be back on duty that evening. So when we're working like 7 days, we're working 7 days with a 4-hour break and time to sleep. So that's how it worked, right?